Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
We
Krishna.
can hear you.
Thank you
Wonderful.
for joining. We'll start prayers. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shruta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिनातोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् आध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणवित्तं तं व्याससूनमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां योऽन्तप्रविश्य मम वाचैमुं प्रसुप्तं सञ्जीवयते किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। Hare Krishna, thank you for joining. I'm sorry for 3 weeks break. Let us see whatever we can do. Okay, so we'll do verse number 1.2.9. We completed till 2.8. I think. Yeah, so we completed till this verse and then we'll do from 1.9. I'll not do overview because we start overview, it will again take time. We did so much overview already. Right, we'll read the verse and then purport. धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थोऽर्थाय उपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मे कान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. We'll do the two verses together. कामस्य न इन्द्रियप्रीतिर्लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्त्वजिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्मभिः. Right? Just for a minute, we'll see what all we did. Yeah, sixth verse, the answer for Suprasedhari, what completely satisfied the soul, that was discussed. Right? Bhakti to adokshata to parodharma, yatho bhakti radokshaja, and that bhakti should have qualities of ahaituki aprithyata. Then the soul is satisfied or he reaches his swarupa. Right? That is a sixth verse. And then that bhakti, we don't need help of other things like jnana and vairagya, because to do karma and gnana, we need these things, vairagya and other things. These are not prerequisites. Right? So that is mentioned in 1.2.7. And also we saw how various meanings of gnana and vairagya here. and prayojita also. Right? Prayojita means that bhakti gives prayojana. When you do bhakti like that, it not only gives jnana and vairagya as secondary elements, but it gives prema bhakti, highest loving devotional service as a primary thing. This we said 1.2.7. But if giving up bhakti, one thinks, let me do varnashrama and slowly come. Right? But if one doesn't end up in bhakti, that dharma is useless. Right? Dharma swanishtata pumsam vishwaksera khadasuya na utpadayate ratim shrama yevahi kevalam. One may do many other things, right? But if the goal of doing all that dharma and other things is not bhakti at the end, then they're all waste. Right? This is saying same thing in opposite. Here it said, when you do bhakti, uh, jnana and vairagya will naturally come. Even if we think, let us do other things and slowly come to bhakti, but if you that generate bhakti, then all those are a waste of time. Right? So here the same concept, right? But should we do dharma or not? Right? What should be the priority? Right? That is answered in shlokas 9 and 10. Right? Together are the two verses are together. The concept is same. We'll read translation of both and then read purport and then try to discuss something. Dharmasya hi apavargasya. So first priority of varnashrama should be for material gains also. Who can or cannot use dharma for material gains? I think this comment given by Vishnu Chakravarti says, one has to be practical, right? We follow varnashrama, right? So that we get the material gains. But you are saying goal of dharma is bhakti. For whom the goal is of dharma is bhakti, for whom goal of dharma is material gains. Right? That concepts are cleared. If dharma is for material gains, if dharma is used only for bhakti, but we need to live also. Right? Some material gains are needed, material results are needed. Right? How much we have to use that? All those balance. And in one sense, the hierarchy of these Purusharthas is mentioned in two verses, very special verses. If you know any other verse or do not know, not a problem. If possible, please remember these two verses. Right? We'll see why they are very important. Dharmasya hi, dharma is indeed for what purpose? Apavargasya. Dharma belongs to apavarga. Right? Dharma doesn't belong to, not for artha. Right? Dharma is not for artha. Dharma doesn't belong to artha. Dharma is done for apavarga. Apavarga is famous word. Maybe I'll send Prabhupada's lecture, small uh, transcription of that. Apavarga, the meaning is liberation. Like we have these 5 vargas in alphabet. So one of the work is pa, 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 bha, pa, ma. Pa is for parishrama, pa is for fena, bha for vyarthata, ha for haya, ma for mrityu. So these 5 things are there in the material world. But apavarga means the place where these 5 things are not there. That is spiritual world, like Vaikunta. Kunta means miseries. Vaikunta means place there is no miseries. Right? Uh, so that's why many times we see in the material world, right? Spiritual world things are very natural for us. Right? Here we have to define, we have to work hard, we have to struggle to establish material things because this is a new thing for us. Right? Liberation is liberation. There's no specific definition. That's what our existence is. Right? Example, that Srila Prabhupada says that why no one wants to die? Does that ever question ever come? I want to die. Does that question ever come? Uh, I want to be unhappy. No, by nature we want to be happy. By nature we want to live forever. This is something natural. Right? Anything other than that, okay, we find in the material. Right? So that's why the definition of liberation is given as opposite of material world, because that's what we know with the words, actions, aware of this world. Otherwise, by as such, the spiritual world, sat, happiness are something very natural to us. That doesn't have to be defined. That doesn't have to be categorized. So here you see the word apavargasya. In one word, what is material world? What is spiritual world? Both are defined. Material world is a place with pavarka, parishrama. You have to work hard. Right? To the extent you become, foaming at the mouth, and then there is always, even you do whatever, it's all waste, vyarthata, and you're always in fear. You may lose that, and ultimate fear is death. Death takes everything. These five things, pa, varga, are characteristics of material world, and the place where these five doesn't exist, that's a spiritual world. Apavarga. Purpose of dharma is to be freed of this pavarga. Purpose of dharma is not to earn money. Right? And at the same time, right, someone by doing dharma, you will get artha anyway. Right? You do activity, every activity will have some result. What we should do that activity for? Right? It's like a very simple flow chart reading these verses. No, I thought let me make something. It might not have come nicely, but I'll to explain. You also can add. Maybe next class I can try to make it nice based on your inputs. Nardhasya dharma ekantasya kamo labha. But when you do dharma, naturally you get some artha. Means you do your duty, your work, right, in a way that is supposed to be done, following the laws of nature. Right, then naturally you will be given certain results. What should we do those results for? The goal of dharma is, like goal of dharma is apavarga. Similarly, goal of artha is dharma, right? Not kama. But when we get artha, the byproduct will be kama. But that's not the goal. Right? Do you see any comment at this point of time? Some observation? If you're not confused to till now.
Basically, Prabhuji, you are saying that dharma should not be used to attain artha, means not get money, but money should be used for dharma and not for काम, for desires.
Okay, very good. Yeah, see, you have very nicely explained that shloka and its translation. You can go little more, logically, uh, and see what is actually the logic that Suta Goswami is trying to tell you. What is like no summary essence? There's certain flow he is following, certain logic he is following. If you want to give in a generic terms, like no, 1 + 2 whole square or 3 + 4 whole square. Instead of that, we always give like, no, okay, we can define so many, but if we give a formula, it's very easy. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2a. Okay, replace a and b with any number, you will get it. Right? So something like that. Any deeper principle? Of course, this is the essence actually. Right? Within this essence, can you find something higher principle? What they're trying to explain?
Prabhuji,
Yes, ma'am.
I understood what you said, that dharma.
Okay.
Acha. No, first you explained that
Okay. Fine.
artha should not be the goal, right?
And
And then
fine. Because maybe now I'm just saying this one time I said, right? It's very tough to understand a translation, what to speak of underlying connection. Don't worry, I'll just I can understand the mistake I'm doing here. I'll directly go to flow chart. Probably even if you pick up from here, it's very good. Or I'm trying to frame myself also. You can add something is no, you have to add. See here, what is happening here? Moksha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. 4 things are there. Okay? These are the 4 things that anyone aspires for. Of course, these are called purusharthas. Purushartha means anyone staying in the body, material body, they want to achieve this, irrespective of man, woman, or no, any jivas, which are species. Broadly, these 4 are the things which we try for. Kama, artha, dharma, moksha. Here, at least in this shloka, if you go by direct meaning of the shloka, or direct understanding, dharma gives rise to artha. Right? When you do your duty, like you do your job and you get salary. Very simple. You do your dharma, or your dharma is, you maintaining the body is dharma. And then for that, you eat, follow dharma, and then you get artha, that is benefit is health. So whenever you follow dharma, there will be a result or a gain or a value. That is called artha. In a simple terms, you do your duty, job, you get money. Right? So dharma gives rise to artha. This is a very common thing. That natural flow. And then you get money, artha. With the money, you fulfill your desires. Right? We are not at like on Ishkamaka level where we just do work and that's it. I don't care for results. My maintenance. We are not like no Ashtanga yogis, just sit and do breathing sufficient. We have to do our duties. The duties naturally gives rise to certain results. And we use those results and we get karma, right? This much clear, right? Of course, you all know that. And just
yes,
that I'm
Prabhu.
going step by step on. Okay. Dharma gives to artha, artha gives to kama. Now go back to the shloka. Okay, it's there upward. Right. So go back to the shloka. What shloka is saying? Material results are not suitable as the goal. Now, artha arthaya upakalpate. Here one artha is material results, other artha is goal. Right? Material results are not the goal. Not the goal of dharma, person who dedicated to the higher goals. The person, somebody is practicing dharma, the goal of dharma is not artha. What's the goal of dharma? Apavarga. But if we see here, in a day-to-day life, we see, we do our duties that naturally gives rise to results. And the results are material results which we get. We naturally use them for Kama. Kama can be sustenance. Kama can be basic minimum needs, luxury, or extravagant living, or exploitative living, whatever it is. Right? All these we can keep in comma. We can discuss more case by case if any of your questions. Otherwise, dharma gives rise to artha, artha gives rise to kama. What the shloka is saying, you can read and tell me now. Maybe can I open Prabhupada one? That might be easy to translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, my pranams to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So when you are explaining, you are saying that karma gives rise to, in the diagram it says karma gives rise,
Yes,
sorry, dharma gives rise to artha, artha gives rise to kama.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'll open PPT in case you are doing. Yeah.
Dharma.
Okay. Of course, my goal is not to confuse you. Sorry. When you are telling why. All of you anyway used to my way of confusing things. Here, I'll just read the
Last
shloka
time
again so that
so
all three of you understand it, and then we can explain the logic.
we are used to that sequence, Prabhuji, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha.
Dharma, then kama, moksha. Of course, moksha is higher. Next is dharma. Next is kama. Next is artha. Next is kama. Right? So I'll also explain why first they start with dharma, artha, kama, and moksha finally. We can discuss that also. Right? You will just see the translation once and go back. Right? So that even if any of your comments, others will not miss because they couldn't understand the translation properly. So here it's saying dharma naturally gives rise to artha. All of us know that. But goal of dharma is not artha. What is the goal of dharma?
Apavarga.
Okay.
Apavarga. Right? But what is our our natural observation about ourselves and others? We do dharma. Of course, dharma you don't have to make it like big, make it such a complicated thing. Just our duties, day-to-day things, right? Responsibilities. You do your responsibility, you naturally get your rights. Right? You do job, you get this. You invest in someone, they naturally, take care of you, also give back to you. Right? You do your thing, and then your responsibility, you get the benefit out of that. So you do dharma, you get artha. Right? And you do your artha, you get your artha, you use it for kama, which is natural thing that happens in the material world, ourselves, something which we naturally used to do it. Right? But what Bhagavatam saying here is, dharma may give rise to artha, but goal of dharma is not to give artha. What is the goal of dharma? Moksha. Artha may give rise to kama, artha may fulfill kama, but goal of artha is not to get material results, material happiness. Goal of artha is to do dharma. Right? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yeah,
Prabhu.
Right? Very okay, good. So now what naturally happens is this one. Dharma gives rise to artha. Artha gives rise to kama. But what Bhagavatam saying is, dharma gives rise to artha, but actually goal of dharma is moksha. Artha may give rise to kama, but goal of artha is dharma. Okay? I mean, you may not have to conclude it. At least if this much is clear from the shloka, we can move ahead.
Basically, you're trying to say that we should be detached from the result, which naturally comes, but we should consciously go for higher.
Okay, okay. Higher. Okay, higher is a good word here. All right. So that's just to explain that, let us come to this simple way. I try to do something. Hydraulic principle. probably if you have heard it previously, or pulley system, right? Or no, when we're changing the tires, the car also they keeps something like that because they have to lift the car, and they will use some kind of similar mechanism. What does that hydraulic principle do? Right? If you want to lift weight of 1000 kg, right? It's very tough. What they do, they design a system like that, liquid system. Right? One side is 10 centimeter square, other side is 100 centimeter square. The 100 centimeter square surface area side liquid is there. There 1000 kg is kept, that has to be lifted up. Where 100 kg is there, that's a smaller surface area. If they have to lift 1000 kg, it's very tough to do that. But with this hydraulic principle, what they use, they push 100 kg, they put 100 kg on this side. Naturally, 1000 kg is shifted the other side. What happens? The force is, is diversified because of the larger surface area. With whatever force you are applying at smaller side, the same thing is expanded at the bigger side, and then it can lift higher weight. Right? These are hydraulic systems work to lift the things, heavy things. And if you want any some simple example, I don't know whether lever system. Lever system is like you may you can try that. Any of the window doors in your home, you try to push it from the knob side. It is very easy. But if you go more towards that hook side, hook where that is connected to the wall, if you try to push from that side, it takes much more effort, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Yeah. And then maybe lever also easy. Right now, the balance, the where the stone is kept, if the stone is more nearer to your side than the weight side, it's very tough to weight that. If the stone is towards the size of side where you have to the weighing side, not your side, then it's very easy to lift the weight. This is exactly similar principle that is happening. So this is called hydraulic. Right? You put less one side, but you are getting higher result other side. Right? So what we do for opposite? Right? Someone want to lift 100 kg. Right? No, you can see my mouse, right? Right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. If someone want to lift 100 kg and they put 1000 kg here, but with 1000 kg you are lifting 100 kg here. But if you use this side, if you use it as you from this side, 100 kg you are lifting 1000 kg. Right? Suppose just an example. Let me extend it to two more things. Maybe 10,000 kg and 1 lakh kg. So if you invest the smaller one in the bigger one, you will get much higher results. But if you invest higher thing in smaller, your results will go down. You got the point? What I want to convey?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mata, Purnatar Radha Mataji, Jahna Priya Mataji.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes,
Right,
yes.
clear, right? Yeah. So same principle, because of the surface area, right? So much effort you lift smaller weight, or the smaller weight you lift bigger weight. It depends upon how you use the same principle. Principle is same. If even with 100 kg, you can lift probably 1 lakh kg also, if you have sufficient surface area. Right? It's not that now only 100 kg you have to lift 1000 kg. Even 1 lakh kg you can lift. Right? You invest with 1 lakh kg, it may be very tough for you to lift 10 kg also. Right? You can just take window or your door and check it. You can easily understand. So much effort, you can't push the door, but with little effort, you can push the door if you apply the pressure, force at right pace. So someone knows this principle, they'll get success easily. Someone doesn't know, it's called Shrama Evahi Kevalam, which was explained in the previous words. Right? Now we'll come back to this shloka, this line. Can you apply the same principle here? You think these as Kama is 1 kg, Artha is 10 kg, the Dharma is 100 kg, or Moksha is 1000 kg, something like that.
Yeah. So, Prabhu, that means that dharma, the result of dharma should be used for higher purpose, that is moksha.
Okay.
That is the true utilization of the output of dharma, rather than using it for lower purpose, that is the sense gratification.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. It's like you can think it as like currency. Right? If you try to buy the lower things, you have to pay so much money. Right? If you try to invest, right, down things are like you're consuming. Right? Like something like dharma gives rise to artha. Artha gives rise to kama. It is like you are consuming the results. Right? When you want to invest, take the money from the bank, the person may charge a lot of tax also, and at the same time, after tax, everything is gone. When you are buying, right, you may get very less results. But when you invest it back in the bank, then the same thing is multiplied. It is like when you invest in down level, or when you use it for down level, there's a depreciation. When
Right.
it's invested top level, there's a multiplication of same thing. Right? This is what, in one sense, I want to convert to this hydraulic.
Prabhuji,
You got the essence of what I want to say, like a kind of gist of what I want to convey.
Prabhuji, I got this.
Okay.
I cannot
Your voice is
utilize it.
breaking, Mataji. Your voice is breaking.
It's clear
Okay.
now, Prabhu?
No, I think issue is with my side. My network is not proper. 1 minute. Okay. Hare Krishna, please speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
You can hear me?
Yes.
Prabhuji, I understood using for the higher purpose, but how this arrow which is shown in this diagram, Kama leading to Artha. I can
Okay.
understand Artha can be utilized for Dharma. Dharma
Yeah.
can be utilized for Moksha, and that explains the principle how that
Yeah.
investment of investing the smaller things into bigger things. But
Okay.
how Kama, I can understand that, okay, we are maintaining the body and everything. But that should also eventually go to Dharma, right? This arrow, what does it signifies, Prabhuji? Kama to Artha.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I asked.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, my earphones got distracted. Yeah. This one, na Kama to Artha, I just kept it. I also have to think. But definitely, like, see, when you at least forget about Dharma and Moksha. Right? So if someone has a desire for, forget about Dharma and Moksha, if it's basic normal human being, right? So he get all the money and he spent by month end. Then his karma may be fulfilled, but he will not have money for future. right? Mid of the month he spends it, right? And then just he is happy with that, whatever he got. But if karma, instead of just using it to fulfill, I'm just giving it a logical. I don't have any scriptural thing for that, right? But if one has no intelligent enough that no, I should not just spend it completely. Let me invest it in a bank or something so that future results also I can take care, right? So karma can be two things. Karma can be just enjoy it right now, or karma is let me use the money in such a way I'll get a best benefit future. Am I clear, Mataji? It's just like no intelligent way of spending, intelligent way of investing.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then it's like no, it's not a so much spiritual things like no. It's just basic. Like someone who is very
Like
plan
savings and all we do,
savings, extra planning
investment
is there. Yeah,
like that. Okay.
yeah. Instead of just spending all the money on what he wants right now, he can balance his desires in such a way, right? That desire he can invest back in earning the money rather than using the money right now. Right? Otherwise, they're not intelligent people. Right? The same thing, same concept. At this point of time, we cannot connect to dharma, and moksha, etc. But it's like a common sense how people, who are intelligent deal with the money. Some people spend it immediately. Some people use it nicely so that they'll get more money in the future. How you maintain your desires planning system. That's all. That clear, Matan? Yeah, I don't have any other thing beyond that. With that understanding only I kept. Something is there we can
Understood.
like, Of course, simple any Artha Shastras, etc. in Bhagavatam also good you reminded, so I remember that. There is a Chanakya point, not Chanakya. Sukracharya's comes teachings. Sukracharya tells, to Bali Maharaj, when Bali Maharaj is about to give everything to Vamanadev, he gives teachings to Sukracharya. Bali Maharaj says, 1/5 you should for investing in future, 1/5 you should for immediate enjoyment, 1/5 you should use so that your friends and relatives will be happy, 1/5 you should use for charity, right? 1/5 you should for something like that. That's why he gives the money. One should not spend everything immediately, right? Of course, for dharma also, right? Uh, that's a niti. Niti, I think in Niti Shastras you get this kind of logic, right? What we are discussing. Uh, if someone has entire money and then he invests in dharma, he gives a charity, right? Or someone has lot of money and then he buys something and enjoys it, right? What is wrong with this from a practical point of view? Either invest everything in dharma or either invest everything in karma.
That will be, and eventually it will be destroyed. Now it will not remain forever.
Yeah.
But
So
when you invest in dharma, it remains with us forever.
yeah. So point is here. Yeah. Is anyone else? Anyone has any?
Prabhu, when you're explaining this, I can relate this to the farm analogy that we had. You had explained a farmer has been given a land and we have to use it for that particular purpose. The farmer cannot use the output only for himself. And
Kshetrajna. Yes, that
yeah,
chapter,
yeah,
second chapter.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He cannot give up farming. He cannot produce wrong products. He cannot use the output of the entire farm for himself.
Mhm.
So, like that, I can understand that yes, we need to work,
Mhm.
uh, which will give rise to artha,
Okay.
but that artha uh, cannot be solely used for sense or should not be solely used for sense gratification.
Yeah.
We need to use it to maintain the body
Yeah.
and also who is the giver, that is the Lord.
Correct, correct.
We need
Yes,
to get. So I could relate what you were telling,
perfect.
and to Shashi Chandrika Mataji's question regarding how karma can give rise to artha. When I look at your diagram, I can understand that uh, when more and more we do sense gratification, our desire or the impetus to get more resources to fulfill that particular sense, to gratify the senses also increases.
Correct, correct.
So that's why karma might give rise to, or it might give impetus to get more artha so that we can do more sense
Uh-huh.
gratification.
Okay, 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 okay. So here, yeah, correct, Mataji. That's also a good, nice point. My point is here is like my specific point is invest the karma in artha, getting artha, right? Invest artha in doing dharma. Invest dharma in doing moksha, right? Down thing is spending, upward is investing,
Right.
right? You may have a desire to enjoy things, but some of the desire, not just for enjoyment, some of the desire should also go for earning, right? To earn is also a desire, right? The passion for earning, right? Not just spending, the earning also, the desire to should also go into invest into earning, right? The money which you earned should not be used just for fulfilling the desires. It also be invested back in doing dharma, right? So top thing is arrow going up is investment, arrow coming down is spending, right?
Yes.
When you invest in a top things, you get multiplicative results. When you use it down, there is a very quick depreciation, right? This is the law, all these works, right? In essence, very simple, right? My next point I was asking is like based on Mataji said, no, because question Mataji asked comes most not under dharma and moksha shastras. The question she asked come under because dealings between artha and kama come under niti shastra or artha shastra. The logic they say is no, you should not use your entire money just for spending, right? Some of the money should go into basic needs, some of the money should go into investing in dharma, some of the investment should go in, so that you give charity so that people will praise you, self-aggrandizement. Some of the things would be invested for your future, right? Like that, Shukdev goes, Shukracharya gives, maybe I'll send later that shloka. If I try searching, you'll take time. He'll give teachings to Bali Maharaj. What Bali Maharaj wanted to do, he want to give entire artha for, you want to invest entire artha in moksha, right? You want to give to Vamanadev. Okay, yeah, you're all there. Sorry, my internet got stopped. I don't know where we discussed. Am I discussing about the Shukracharya? That's where you got stopped.
No, Chanakya.
Chanakya, okay, I'm getting confused. Chanakya, Shukracharya, you can say. Yeah, Bali Maharaj, he wanted to give all his money in charity to Lord Vaman. So it comes under investing
Dharma.
moksha, right? Of course, I kept only one arrow. The good thing about moksha is the kama can directly go into moksha, artha can also directly go into moksha, dharma also can go into. It's not only one step. Not to complicate it, I did not do that. Right? So this is not only one step investment. You can directly invest in top level also. That's why bhakti, you can invest your duties, your money, your desires, everything you can invest in bhakti, direct. No need of it, go step by step investment. Right? That's a different point because don't want to confuse in one diagram many things. So Bali Maharaj want to invest all his artha in prema bhakti or moksha, let us say. Right? But being a practical person, what Shukracharya is telling him, He's telling don't do everything at a time. If you give everything to Vishnu, what will you eat tomorrow? How will you sustain? Right? Of course, let us think from a practical person point of view. It's right? At least from a Niti perspective or no practical detail. Forget about being a devotee. Right? The practical thing is invest something in karma, invest something in generating further artha, invest something in dharma, invest something in future security, future karma. That's how people divide their money and then spend it. These all things come from Niti Shastras. So example is, many times without artha, we can't do dharma. Right? That artha has to be circulated so that future we continue doing more and more dharma. Right? So you have 1 lakh rupees. And then suppose someone comes and asks you, no, friend, I want money. You give your entire money, 1 lakh. Tomorrow you will not have anything. But suppose you have that 1 lakh and then you give some 10,000 to him, but remaining 90,000 you invest in your business and then get 2 lakhs next month. So you can give 20,000 or 40,000 to your friend next time. Right? But if you give entire 2 lakhs, that's it. You can't give future anything to anyone. Right? Next, invest that 1.5 lakh. Maybe you get 5 lakhs in next year. So probably you can give a charity of 2 lakhs to temple. Keep 3 lakhs for yourself. So what is happening with this? Dharma is also happening nicely. Artha is also happening, increasing. Your karma is also getting fulfilled. Am I clear this point?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, because Mataji asked Chhatrapati, somehow I remember these things. So this is how a practical people invest artha. They invest in dharma, they invest in karma, and they invest in furthering the artha also. Of course, doing duty itself is artha. So, of course, dharma here is a one duty, dharma here also means charity also. So, Yudhishthir Maharaj himself says this. He says, like, when he lost all his money in a gambling match, he goes to forest. So many brahmanas accompany him. The lakhs of, I think 10,000 brahmanas. They all come with. He said, please don't come. How will I maintain you? Previously maintained all of them as a king. Used to give them charity and they all lived under king. They couldn't give up him. So even though he's a beggar now, they all followed him. He said, how will I feed you? It is my duty as a kshatriya to feed all the brahmanas when you come to me. But now I myself don't have anything. Please don't come. Stay in the kingdom. They say that wherever you are there, we'll be there. Whatever we eat, we'll also eat fruits and but be with you. They are all sitting with Yudhishthir Maharaj and discussing Puranas, other Kathas, doing yajnas for him. They are considering him as a king. They are living very simple lives. Yudhishthir Maharaj felt very unhappy. I am supposed they are doing their duty of doing spiritual things in connection to me, making me remember spiritual things. Being a king, I lost all the money. Now I can't do my dharma. So then he prays to Vyasdev, and Vyasdev suggests him to pray to Surya Dev, and Surya Bhagavan gives him Akshay Patra. With that Akshay Patra, he feeds to all these brahmanas every day. So that means for you to continue your life of dharma, you need artha. You can't give entire artha at a go. Right? If you are not at that level, this is a star mark. Right? Bali Maharaj is at that level. He could give entire money, entire kingdom to Vamanadev. And then he's at that level. But if we are not at that level, the Artha Shastra works for us. Right? Now, is it clear, Mata Sachendra Mataji, and others also, in case able to convey this point?
Yes,
That
Prabhu.
we're not thinking about moksha. At least dharma, artha, kama. On a practical level, these are the dynamics work. Right? If someone is a very devoted, ready to give up anything, everything, it's a different ballgame. Right? So what here they does is, when you invest artha in dharma, then future artha becomes much more. How do you explain from a Gita point of view this? As a Gita student,
Patram pushpam phalam toyam.
patram pushpam phalam toyam rame bhaktya prachiti. Okay. Fine, good. Maybe
That
Bhagavatam also, any examples also you can give.
chapter 3, Prabhuji, Yajna.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking about that. Chapter 3, Yajnas is a one. Right? If you don't do it for dharma, the demigods consider as thieves and you will lose. But you do, if you offer to them, right? What is the shloka like? No, you give them te bhavayantiha parasparam bhavayantaha shreya paramavapsyata. Right? You invest in them, they invest in you. You invest in them, they invest in you. Like that, both of you flourish. Right? And also prakriti kriyaka manani punay karmani samasa ahankara vimudatma kartaha nitmante. What is happening here is very simple logic. When you're falling down, moksha due to dharma, dharma due to artha, artha due to kama is nature. Okay. If you use moksha shastra for dharmas, example, if I chant Hare Krishna mantra, my senses will be controlled. If my senses are controlled, I do my job nicely. I'll be stress free. I'll have a good relationships. I'll be peaceful. What are you doing here? You're using moksha shastra in the service of.
We are using bigger thing for smaller.
For smaller. Okay. If you say dharma, okay, let me do charity. Many people do charity. Many business people do charity. Ambani's, Adani's, right? They may not doing charities. No, they give charity everywhere. They are not doing charity. Of course, they conduct Bhagavad Saptas. Many Marwadis conduct Bhagavad Saptas. Are they doing Bhagavad Saptas so that they can get taste for Krishna Kada?
No.
They are doing Bhagavad Sapta so that they will get
More artha.
artha. So they are doing dharma not for investing in moksha, right? They are doing in dharma so that they will get more artha, right? They will get artha, and they will invest in dharma to get artha only. And they're stuck up in that loop, right? This black loop and red loop, black and red, black and red. That's it. But actual thing is, you use artha, you get dharma, and that dharma you should invest in moksha. What a material person, when you think more about down direction, what does that mean is, okay, just this is a very nice test for the four of you, right? What is it like now when you're doing down direction or when you're doing up direction? What is the essential psychology in both these diagrams? Red arrows, what is the psychology? Top arrows, what are the psychology?
Red is materialistic.
Materialistic, specifically?
Fermi.
Sorry, Fermi. Yes, correct. Both nice answer. Fermi, very specifically Fermi. Right? So it's like now we see that now cart before horse. Right? The purpose of creation is one thing. But Artha's purpose is to invest in dharma. Dharma's purpose is to invest in moksha. And Kama's purpose is to Either invest in artha or dharma or moksha. Artha's purpose is to either invest in dharma or moksha, and dharma's purpose is only to get moksha. The blue arrows here which we see, these are byproducts. These are not the main thing. What we think is the byproduct we use for our sense gratification, the red arrow. But the original purpose of that byproduct is put them back into the higher reality. Right? Because it is not our endeavor, our duty that is giving artha. It is not our artha that is giving us kama. Right? When you do any work, there are 5 factors that are involved in work. 5 factors are
body, place
body,
of work,
senses,
senses,
place of action, endeavor,
and Krishna's desire.
and daiva. Right? No? Yeah, this I think. And who gives results? Prakrute krimanani punai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimodatma kartaham iti manyate. Results are given by Prakriti, and we are not all the person who do it. We are only very minute part. All other superior material energies and Paramatma sanctioning to get anything done. Right? This moksha, dharma, artha, kama is not our endeavor. But what we do is, we just want to invest it in kama. Right? This is the psychology of the down. Put in the horse before the cart. And we want to continue. How much time it will continue? Right?
It won't start.
It will not start, even if it starts very tough. It doesn't go. Right? That's what happens when we don't follow this cycle. Right? At least even if someone doesn't think about moksha, if they want a nice material life, they can't just go into take shelter of artha, kama, artha, kama. The artha has to be invested in dharma also. Then you get more artha. Then you can have more kama. And then you have more artha, invest that more artha in dharma. Right? Otherwise, it is horse before cart. Whenever you are trying to go invest something in up, what does that indicate? When you are giving charity to temple or charity to some sick people, right? What does that indicate? What is the psychology, or what is your mental framework? Or what do others think about you when you do that? Someone who
It's
never
like
does that.
whatever we get from the society, we give back.
Philanthropist.
Philanthropist. Fine. Okay.
Only
See, someone who doesn't do, they think, why are you wasting it? Right? But we still do. Why? Because we have faith.
Prabhuji, one question can I ask? Because it happened yesterday night only.
Okay, I'll just complete this statement.
Yes.
Right. So when you are investing up, that means you have faith on material nature, or faith on laws of nature, or your faith on Krishna. Right? Because he is giving it, and you invest back in him, you will be elevated, and you also get much more material benefits. Right? Of course, in bhakti, you don't have to go step by step. You can always invest anything direct in moksha and bhakti also. Right? Yeah. Just a point, Mata, before coming to your point. Even in this basic concept, it is clear, whatever I explained through this chart, a flow diagram. On this, if you have doubts, you can ask me. If not, then I will go to Sachin Kamat's question. Because I tried to explain something, it's not complex, simple only.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for this. It was really a new concept because we are used to that dharma, artha, kama, moksha.
Correct.
But we understood that we have to, that upper arrows indicate investment.
Yeah.
And these blue arrows byproducts. Like these are the byproducts.
Correct. Yes.
This kind of.
Yeah, very nice. Any others have a question or no confusion on this? Otherwise, I'll go to Mata's. Because time is already over. At least this much we understand it's good, success for the class.
Yes, Prabhuji, understood clearly.
Understood. Yeah, thank you, Mataji. This is how the nature works, world works. Whenever you break this, temporarily there may be some success, but long term you will not get results. Right? This is how any person who is intelligent thinks. Something goes for investment, something goes for basic necessities, right? Something goes for money recycling. At every stage, this has to happen. This is a step-by-step process. But when we come to bhakti, we can reduce all these as much as possible for the basic necessities, and all the remaining things we can directly investment in the highest thing, that is Krishna. Right? Same concept. As our faith increases, the amount of money, amount of thing we invest back increases. That's a simple terms. This is what happened. Right? The more you follow red cycle, red arrows, that much we are self-centered. The more investment that goes back into the top levels, either that much practical we are or that much spiritual we are. Yeah, that much faith we have in the scriptures. So one says the 2 verses of Bhagavatam is, I try to maintain this way, I try to explain the same concept. Okay, yes, Mata, Sachin Kumar, please.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji, for this. Sorry for asking again a practical question. I don't, whether you, if you think it's useful for others also, you can just confirm. Because like you explained, na, artha should be used for dharma. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
So, but sometimes we are approached for, donating or something like that. So yesterday, I got a call from a senior Mataji, actually, she is, and she's in Vrindavan. So, so she, there are old ladies now, widows are there in Vrindavan.
Correct.
So she wants to keep it very secret. She doesn't want to take her name also, but she said that you're close to me, so only the close people I am telling that you donate for the blanket for them.
Okay.
So generally, I am very particular about these things because what I've heard from senior devotees, where your Lakshmi is going and all, we have to be very particular because. So I was really in a bit confused. I was that ये थोड़ा सा वो होता है ना वो.
Yeah. How much to trust?
Piety type, it should not fall under piety. It should fall. This Mataji is really very senior, and but she has this attachment for Vrindavan. I think so much time she spends in Vrindavan, and very senior disciple she is. But for her, just because of my relationship with her, I did that. I thought I should ask you, but then I did it.
Okay.
But in my mind, I was feeling like I'm not doing some piety, I'm doing devotional service. This kind of doubts come because so many times, sometimes for cows, we get this and that. So is this a good utilization of artha or?
See, it's a good utilization of artha. 1 minute. I'm just trying to find one shloka, 2 shlokas for you. Can you hear? You're all there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Suddenly I thought my internet gone. I just remembered some 2 shlokas when where is that? 1 minute. See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I think, I remember once I studied, I'm not regular reader of that. It depends upon Mataji, like many other criteria. It's not like everything has to be followed. 1 minute. Let me count. When I get to that shloka, that's more easy for me. 27, 29. 29 chapter. Yeah. It's a 29 chapter, 11th canto. Yeah, you did a good thing. Nothing wrong. You don't have to get confused with that. You did something great actually. Yeah, just let me share this purport. See that? That's the devotee is a most intelligent. This purport from Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 29th chapter, 22nd verse. This is a last chapter Krishna teaches to Uddhava, and it's almost end shlokas. Esha buddhimatam buddhir manisha cha manishina yat satyam anruteneha marcheneha mamrutam. The devotee is the most intelligent among the intelligent and most clever among clever, because he attains my eternal Swarupa by using his temporary body and attains me, the only truth, though he is an inconsequential Jiva. How do you connect this to the discussion we have till now? You want to read the shloka again? The devotee is most intelligent among intelligent, most clever among clever, because he attains my eternal Swarupa by using his temporary body and attains me, the only truth, though he is an inconsequential Jiva.
We are using everything for Krishna's service.
Okay.
Though whatever we possess is very insignificant.
Okay. Any other devotees? Yes, sure. See, why the devotee is intelligent? Intelligent among intelligent. There are many intelligent, but devotee is the best intelligent.
Because they have understood that bhakti is the fastest process to reach, and
bhakti is the fastest. Why is the fastest?
because we
best.
can do it.
Yeah, investment point of view. Think from investment, which we are discussing now.
Because
for
they
that
yes.
Yes, for that also they understand, like Mataji tells that from Pushpam Phalam Prem, that we understood by a little whatever in our capacity we do for Krishna, he gets pleased with us, and we understand that our constitutional position is for his seva, for his.
We are all very Brahmanical. Brahmanical
very
answer.
nice statement that we are intelligent because we are using this body to get out of the body.
Fine.
As
you are more intelligent, but not most intelligent. You're all answering Brahmanical. Too much Brahmanical you all became. Maybe if I ask Prabhujis, I think they'll definitely answer this question. But someone know Prabhujis today. Yes, Punatar Mataji, you want to try? You're saying something.
Because they are using something of low value to achieve something which is very high and eternal.
Yes.
So giving less to get more.
Yeah, you should start a startup now. So yeah, good. Nice answers, all of you. Right? So we spoke about investment. Right? If you start investing at topper levels, then you get much more back, right? That's the concept we discussed. Okay, for that, just to come back, because I'm switching many things, because sometimes the questions are like that, what we'll do. Yeah, if you see this point, this is a second canto, 3rd chapter, 17th verse. You can see that? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, very good. You're all in a hurry. I can continue next week also. According to, because now.
No, continue, Prabhuji.
Okay. So I'll read it for the sake of time, but follow nicely. 2.3.70. Right? The shloka translation is very clear. With both rising and setting, the sun decreases duration of life of everyone, except one who utilizes the time by discussing topics of all good personality of Godhead. See, but devotees also die. What is the except here? If someone doesn't do bhakti every day and night, the duration of life is decreased, but not for the devotees. Even devotees die. So Prabhupada explains that in very nice logic. So he says the materialistic way of pious, again charity only here. Materialistic way of pious activities like charity is recommended in the Smriti Shastra as quoted by Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur. And Prabhupada speaks about investment. Money given in charity to a suitable person is guaranteed bank balance in the next life. Okay? You're following it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, of course, this needs faith, right? Some faith that no, even though I'm giving to someone, I'm not putting in a bank. Somewhere, sometime I will get it back. Such charity is recommended to be given to a Brahmana, who is a suitable. Right? Charity should be given, suitable person should be given. Of course, sometimes no situation may come, like no, how do we know who is suitable or not? Right? But at least try as much as possible to find that reaches the person, the benefit reaches to them, or those who use it, it goes to them, because that's intelligence, right? If you are giving for some benefit, that has to happen. It's not like a blindly giving charity. But in some situations, just as a duty also you can give. If you are not sure, you can't just keep investigating. You don't have time to investigate if that person is right, wrong, right? Or give it. At least give something. Right? Sometimes people go to know one devotee. Generally, I don't correct anyone. I refrain from doing any corrections. Last time we went to Yatra, South India Yatra with our congregation, and then I told at least keep 5 rupees, 10 rupees notes wherever you go to temple. At least give 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Get some money like that. I suggested, but some devotee did not bring, and then he has 500 rupees notes, or sometimes even 50 rupees, 20 rupees also. So everywhere he's taking the money, even 50 rupees, 120 rupees, he puts in the hundi. And some big South Indian temples, rarely some people go, and the pujaris there, old pujaris, their sons probably in USA. We don't know next generation, someone will worship the Lord. And some of them are retired people, government employees. They thought, they should end of their life, they should serve Lord. So, like that, people are there, all pujaris. And I see this devotee keeping 20 rupees, 10 rupees, or no 50 rupees. Everywhere he's asking, can I get change back? Change. No, you put 50 rupees, 5 rupees you take, 45 rupees give me change. At least I told, give whatever you want, don't ask change. With a lot of restraint, I had to tell him that. Because if you don't have faith, that you will get back. Right? One has to have faith. Second thing is, better give something, even if you are not sure about that person, at least it's your duty to give. It's better if you give to a suitable, proper person. If not, cultivate a habit of giving. Otherwise, with all these doubts, we don't give to anyone. That should not happen. Have you got my point, Mataji? Main point. Of course,
Yes,
you may be
Prabhuji.
giving many places. Your worries, are they suitable or not? Or I have 100 places to give. How do I figure out, right?
Yeah.
This is a general question. I don't think I have to speak about that charity aspect to you. Right? So some, sometimes, as a matter of living in a society, you can give to temple. You can also give to some charities also, not an issue. I mean, of course, it can be controversial. I can't say general too much publicly, but our Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives in his Chaitanya Shikshamrita. Sometimes Grihasthas can give donations for charitable activities, need not be Krishna consciousness. Right? If they have good amount of money that can they balance, they can give there also. Right? Maybe some roads, some trees, cows, some poor people, some beggars. That's fine. We don't have to be so much worrying about exactly where I'm investing. But definitely the consciousness which we have, I'm actually doing it for Krishna's, soul. Right? Because what happens, that kind of charity is a is investment for reaching to people in Krishna consciousness. With that angle, we can definitely give it. Got my point, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Yeah, so otherwise, not too much worrying. Of course, will not give just no go anywhere and go to any NGOs, etc. Be very careful. But sometime, somewhere, we can consider. We will not be very fanatic that this will not go here only, this will go only here. We need not, as long as we're able to plan it nicely. It should not be like, no, you give everything so that it will not have. Definitely, I don't think that will happen. But right here, Prabhupada gives who is a charitable. I read this purport, next purport, and stop here. So, money given in charity to suitable person is guaranteed bank balance in the next life. Okay, but how much the investment? How much it gets multiplied? That Prabhupada explains here. Such charity is recommended to be given to a Brahmana. Why Brahmana? Because you don't know how to investment in dharma, or you may not know how to investment in moksha, which is higher. Right? It's like a Brahmana is like that broker, mutual fund broker. You don't know how to invest, but the broker knows how to invest. Right? He will get his things, and definitely you also get your thing. So you give to Brahmana. Brahmana is supposed to invest that in service of Krishna. So you naturally get more returns. Money given charity to a non-Brahmana, the money returned in the next life in the same proportion. Okay, if it is given to a charity to a half-educated Brahmana, then the money returned is double. The money is given to charity to a fully learned Brahmana, qualified. The money returned is 100 and 1,000 times. If the money is given to Veda Paraga, one who knows Vedas, unlimited multiplication. The ultimate end of Vedic knowledge realization is Supreme Court stated in Bhagavad Gita. There is a guarantee of monies being returned if given in charity, regardless of proportion. Similarly, time spent in Krishna consciousness, how much time is returned back? Infinite time. Right? So invest money, you get so much money. You get invest time in bhakti, you get infinite. So invest time in Krishna consciousness, you will get eternal life, infinite life. That is a spiritual world. This is the logic Srila Prabhupada uses here. Right. Is it clear? This point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So now let's read this purport and close it here. If you have any questions, maybe you can note. Either ask me in the WhatsApp or you can note, and tomorrow, next week, first, we'll take the questions only because time is already 11:26. So here is a very nice purport. The devotee is most intelligent among intelligent. Most clever among the clever. Why? You give patram pushpam phalam toyam. Right? In the shlokas which both of you have answered. And the logic which Punata Ratha Mataji said. You invest very small thing and you get bigger returns. He is the most intelligent, right? A businessman is maybe intelligent from a worldly point of investment in some stocks or mutual interest or somewhere, he get much more money. But what devotee does, same money he invests in Krishna consciousness, he gets spiritual world, he gets Krishna himself. The example is Sudama Brahmana. He got so much in return. Most clever among the clever, because he attains my eternal Swarupa by using temporary body and attachment. It's a useless temporary body. You engage this in Krishna service, you get Krishna. And Vishnu Chakra Thakur recites very nicely this purport. And at the end, you have to tell me who is his mind. He's speaking this. Will your devotees not become proud of their superior position? This should be cause of destroying intelligence and discrimination. No. The devotee is most intelligent of those with intelligence. But he is not intelligent in dissecting difficult scriptures. He is clever among those who are clever, but he is not clever in earning a gold coin in exchange for a penny. Right? A devotee may not be a Brahmanical or Kshatriya Vaishya type. In Bharat Bhumi, the devotees attain me without death, with eternal form, by using a mortal temporary body. He controls me by bhakti alone. Using the disgusting material body, he attains my pure spiritual swarupa. He attains me existing at all times by the jiva, who is a little difficult English. If you don't understand some particular sentence, not worry. Who is non-existent because he lacks relationship with me. The meaning is this: he who can give 1,000 coins by giving one coin. He who can receive 1,000 coins by giving one coin is said to be most intelligent and skillful in this world. One who attains diamonds or gold in exchange for a small coin is called intelligent and skillful. A person who takes a gold coin from a sober, intelligent person is called intelligent and skillful. But one cannot say who is intelligent enough to obtain a Chintamani or Kamatani. The inhabitants of Bharata Bhumi, who are mortal, born in low families, offer me their bodies, not worthy a penny, and focus from here, which are deformed, afflicted with old age and disease, but they attain with the ocean of sweetness. Accepting their offerings, I am supposed to be the cleverest. I am supposed to be the cleverest. What does that mean? Actually, Krishna is not the cleverest. Devotee is clever, more clever. Out of joy, gives myself with my priceless ornaments, bracelets, crown to the devotees. Such inhabitants of Bharatbhumi are most intelligent and most skillful. Giving one's body to Lord means to engage the ear, other organs in hearing, chanting, remembering, and service. With the tongue engaged in chanting, the ears are engaged in hearing, with the hands are engaged in service. One is giving one's body to Lord. But the Lord is attained even by offering only one body part. What intelligent person would not do this? Right? One devotee was telling in one of the class that Vishnu Chakra Thakur is remembering all the old Matajis who are deformed, afflicted with voltage and disease, a body worth not a penny. They couldn't do anything. But at the end of their lives, they go to Vrindavan and they live their lives serving Krishna. Right? They are far, far intelligent than a clever Brahmana, intelligent Brahmana, and a clever Vaishya. Because they get Krishna in their return by offering their, old, useless, sick bodies. Right? They are winning the Krishna who is most cleverest of anyone. Right? So what you have done is good. Nothing wrong. Great, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, if possible, please share this words.
I'll share in the... Yes, I'll share. Thank you. If anyone have quick questions, otherwise...
Thank you, Prabhu. This is such a beautiful verse that you explained. Very touching and very appropriate for all of us, I guess. We are all, it's mentioning all of us.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
I also, maybe you can answer next class. So, moksha, when we say moksha, it is liberation, but a devotee does not care for liberation.
Correct,
so the only mood is that we are doing it for Krishna.
Okay.
Nothing, not even for liberation.
Correct. Yes.
With that mode, but not with the objective of moksha. Whenever we utilize whatever little we have.
Yes.
That. And secondly, moksha are of those 5 kinds, right?
Yes, Mother.
So why should we not aspire for association, the highest kind of Sayujya, right?
Correct. Yeah, highest is Sarupya, Salokya, Samupya, Sarishta.
No. The one in which we can stay close to the Lord and serve the Lord.
That is a Samipya.
Why can't we aspire that?
See, it is like,
Others I can understand we shouldn't, or why does it?
Got your question. So definitely in this shloka, Mataji, Santika Mataji, if you don't have time, you can leave, no problem.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah,
Prabhuji. I
thank you.
have some important.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yes. So, Mataji, a good question. Here now in this chart, I only kept moksha. I not added bhakti, other things. No, with the reason not to confuse it further. Right? It's already new concept. So the moksha we can add, like as you said, bhakti, sahitya, samipya, etc. We can add. Right? Now, because there are higher levels of moksha, higher level of investment definitely compared to the sahitya moksha. So the moksha already includes, we can add bhakti, prema, and other things also. Just to make it simple, I just used a word, common word. Is that answer your first thing?
My question is, why a devotee does not aspire to be with the Lord, and why other fours are not for devotee?
Correct.
But
So,
why not Samipya?
Yeah, got it. So that's a second question.
Yeah.
If you read, if we again, I'm really sorry, I did not take NOD. With the NOD fifth chapter, fifth chapter NOD, Nectar of Devotion Ashtaka Prabhupada. Prabhupada gives, I think I gave this in the exam, I remember. Types of personal mukti. Right? There are two types of personal muktis. Right? There are two types of muktis. One is impersonal, sahitya, which devotees doesn't want. Other type of mukti are all these four muktis, right? What you said. Samipya, same in the same planet, right? Stay with same facilities,
same
right?
body,
same form, and then nearby to the Lord. These are the four personal muktis. Right?
Yeah.
But in our Nectar of Devotion, maybe I'll send you, or you can remind me. I'll send that also. Rupa Goswami gives two categories. Right? These are four. Within one category, these are four. There is another category of personal mukti. That is called, it's not about the place. Right? It's about the psychology. It is like, you join a company. Right? The joining company or working for them itself. You will get certain facilities company give. Maybe someone going company, they may have a gym, they may have a canteen, they may have some other facilities which company provide. You can naturally use that, right? But none of us go to company for the facilities company gives, right? It's mainly the money which you get, and the facilities will be naturally provided, right? You don't have to ask for that. So if you want to serve Krishna, right, one of these facilities, like if you want to serve Krishna as a bodyguard, you want to serve Krishna as Gopa, Gopi, or no mother. So naturally you have to be in the same planet. You don't have to ask for that. You have to have a same form, right? Of course, cow also feels motherly affection toward Krishna, but the relationship is not so dynamic, right? Only the feeling level it is there. Like it's like more of a Shanta level feeling. It's not active. If you actually want to serve Krishna like a gopi in a motherly mode, naturally you will have a bodily feature of human type, suitable to interact with Krishna. And then you will be closer to Krishna. Right? So by your desire to serve Krishna, you will get certain facilities with which you can serve Krishna. So the muktis, I'm concisely explaining the point. The liberation which we are aspiring, we don't aspire for that liberation. we aspire for service to Krishna, and these liberations are the facilities given to serve Krishna in that particular. If this is your understanding, if this is motive which we do bhakti, this is a Gaudiya way of doing bhakti. Right? And there is another way of personal mukti is also desiring, where one feels, I want to serve Krishna in this way, I want to be nearer to Krishna. Okay? Of course, I want to serve Krishna, I don't want anything for myself, but I want to be nearer to Krishna. So with that, what you are doing is you are attaching a asterisk mark, even though it's a pure devotional service, asterisk mark that I want to do this way. Right? So I want to have similar hands like Krishna, or same planet as Krishna. This is also pure devotional service, but this is not Madhurya Bhakti. This is called Aishwarya Bhakti. Right? So what happens is, because of that, it's not sense gratification, definitely. It's not like that. The amount of flexibility you have in your personality to serve Krishna is limited, but by that constraint which you are having, that Aishwarya constraint. Am I clear, Mataji? If you want, I can explain a little further.
Yes, Prabhu, I got that. So one is very, very specific, that I need to do it in this way. And
Yeah.
the other is uh, generic, which in the more Krishna's choice is there.
Yeah,
I just want to serve you, and however you wish me to serve.
yeah.
So
So
one is
both,
my desire,
correct,
and the
correct.
other is Krishna.
Yeah, yeah.
But Prabhu, there is something that I had read about spontaneous devotional service.
Correct.
In that, it was said that to uh, proceed further towards spontaneous devotional service, one needs to align our mood towards the Vrijvasis that we
Correct.
want to follow.
Yes, 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 yes.
So that's why I thought that if
Got
we
it, got it, got it.
align our mood to them, then that means we want to live with Krishna.
Correct, correct, correct. Got it, got it. Yeah. So it's not a point. It's the my point is not that, the thought that I want to be with Krishna is something wrong. Right? Because the Sarupya Samipya are highly bona fide pure devotional things only. They all come under pure devotional service. Right? They are all Uttama Bhakti, but they are not the Madhurya Bhakti which we practice. In our Bhakti, the Krishna decides, what we have to do for him. Or we are ready to be changed the way Krishna want to change. That flexibility we keep. Right? And then byproduct is definitely all these other things. But even if other things are not there, that's never a concern.
Yes.
Right? But in other Aishwarya Bhakti, it's like a win-win situation. It's not like a Krishna feels, oh, you are coming for only Sarupya. If I don't give Sarupya, you don't come. It's not like that. Right? The person has from his side also desire, I want to serve you like this. And Krishna is also happy to take the service from that point.
Right.
But you are giving much more freedom in the relationship. It's a selfless, pure devotional service, but freedom you are giving for the dynamics in the relationship is much more in Madhurya than Aishwarya.
Correct.
Okay. So this is not about even desiring, I want to go to Goloka, I want to go to Vaikunta. It's not about having a specific desire. It is about, psychology. First comes psychology, then comes the desire, then comes the facilities. Right? The psychology comes from our sampradayas. Right?
Yeah.
If the particular sampradaya, they train you think in a particular way. That training gives a particular desire. That desire lands you in a particular situation. in the spiritual world.
Correct. Yeah,
Right?
but
So what you are talking or what you heard is about the desire. But what our, if you go little back, what we speak, what Srila Prabhupada speak or Guru speak is about more about the psychology.
right.
Right? Their contribution starts from the psychology, not just the desire. So once the psychology is
Right.
created, desire is a detail that manifests as per already your existing nature. It's not a something that you choose. Because
Yes.
problem is our psychology now is wrong. You change the psychology, other things are just no follow up. We don't have, so that's why we don't have to think, okay, I want to become like this. No, you are already something. You don't have to think about it. Just to change your psychology, what is your natural, just manifest. Okay, and then in that natural manifestation, you may get further training of psychology. Right? That's a detail, much more detailed level.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, am I able to communicate, Mataji, the point?
Yes, Prabhu.
So your point comes after we change our psychology. That psychology is Trunadapi Sunichena Tarodapi Saishna Amanana Maradena Kirtanaya Sabha, which is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sishtastakam, all those 8 verses.
Correct.
They are the psychology.
Right.
Once you created psychology, right, other things follow. So it's not, we have to worry about that.
Yeah, only the psychology, we need to concentrate only on the psychology to get it right.
Yes,
Rest will follow automatically.
automatically. But if you are given a psychology that is suited for Vaikuntha, or you are attracted to psychology that is suited for Vaikuntha, naturally you get place in
That is
Sarupya, Salukya, Samukya. Then it's natural for you to think, okay, I want to serve Krishna in this place, this way, this way. That's a byproduct. That thinking is byproduct. So in other sampradayas, they think like that, no? Personal, kainkarya, personally worshipping Lord, cooking for the Lord. Nothing wrong in that. That psychology they built is like that. Psychology, our acharyas built it like that. Our psychology will also give us to Salukya, Sarupya, Samipya, Sarishti. But we enjoy all these 4 facilities in Goloka with Krishna. The other psychology will give us same 4 things in Vaikuntha. But the question is, Lord Vishnu never enforces us on his desires on us if we go to Vaikuntha. It's a very fixed protocol, very gentle man. We are very gentle, they are gentle. But in Goloka, Krishna can misuse, abuse by us, or he'll be misuse, abused by us. I mean, I'm just not exaggerating it.
Okay.
That entire, extreme of relationships will make us experience. And our psychology makes us ready for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was reading our Sampradaya book only. So that is by His Holiness Sridhar Swami.
Correct. Yeah. No, correct. I'm not saying you're not reading, you are reading some other sampradaya. Definitely no one speaks about spontaneity, other sampradayas. Because that level, they have spontaneity, but that they never made it a philosophy. Other sampradaya speaks more about Vaidhi sadhana.
Right.
Our sampradaya is where they they could make a explain the philosophy of spontaneity also. So what my point is, sometimes now, even if we read the books, right, we may not catch which is the main point, which is the secondary point.
Right.
That's why I'm explaining. Probably with this understanding, if you read the book, you will catch these certain points which are explained by Sridhar Swami Maharaj. Right? Yes. Yeah. Because many times now these we not get always by reading the book also.
Right.
Someone is training us, we get trained by them, follow things. So then, this makes this is after some time this becomes a common sense.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji, you are asking something.
I only have a request, Prabhu. In case you have your recording of NOD from any of your previous batch, if you could share that, I'll appreciate it.
Sure, Mataji. I removed some of them. I don't know. Mostly I should have last year's previous batch. I only gave 2 batches. The previous batch I
Okay.
may have. I'll give you.
Yeah, if possible and not a problem for
Yeah.
you, then
Even we can do NOD also if you want, all of you. Let us, you can do that. See, let us see. No problem. I'll share that maybe.
okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Jana Priya Mataji, Anugata Mataji, for joining.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Then-